Do you wonder where to begin investing? In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 questions that I ask before I even consider looking at an investment. Hi, I'm Camille Gaines. I'm a financial coach and author of Earn, Grow, Give. But more importantly, for the purposes of this video, I've been investing for well over 30 years. I bought my first mutual fund when I was 22, and that was not yesterday. And since then, I've invested in just about everything. I don't manage wealth for other people, so I just share with you what I've learned. It's totally unbiased because I am not a wealth manager. Now, in this video, I want to tell you 5 things that I consider when I first start thinking about an investment. This is not anywhere near all the research that I do, but these are 5 really initial questions before I'll even decide to look for an investment or decide to begin researching investments. And let me tell you what those 5 questions are. The very first question I like to ask is, what's cheap now? So just like when you walk into the store and you go shopping, investments become cheap also. Things go on sale. This is referred to as value investing. I like value investing. Sometimes it's hard to buy things when they're on sale in the stock market or other types of investments because there's usually a lot of fear because recently there's been maybe a major market correction that's driven the prices down. But I like to ask what's cheap right now, because when you can buy something for less money than you would normally pay, well, you just get a lot more value for your money, right? And this applies to everything. So that's the very first question, is what's cheap now? Is anything cheap now? And usually there's something that's cheap. The next question I like to ask is, do I need income right now, or do I want my money to grow? I've done some other videos on this, and this is the reason that you invest. It's in my Investing Basics eBook that I've shared with so many of you, and it's simply, do I want my investments right now to pay out income to me? An example would be dividend income. Or do I want to put that money aside and let it grow over time? And so that's the second question I ask myself, because when I define that, and that's sort of based on what's going on and cash flow and everything else, but when I define that, that really steers me toward the type of investment I'm going to look for. The third question that I ask is, how long do I want to be in this investment? So, back when I was 30, I may have said, I want to be in this investment 30 or 40 years for the rest of my life. Now that I'm older, things have changed, and maybe I don't want to be in an investment that long. Or maybe I have some sort of exit strategy in mind if I buy rental real estate or some type of investment, or maybe I want to be in the investment until it's no longer undervalued. If I've said what's cheap now and I found something that's cheap now, I may feel like, well, I want to be in this investment through this nice uptrend, which could last for many years. So that's the third question I ask myself, is how long do I want to be in this investment? And nearing retirement, which, as you've probably seen in my other videos, my husband and I are semi-retired. We have passive income streams and active income streams from our online businesses and from our investments. But nearing retirement sort of shifts this, because you may not want the same investments once you're retired that you had while you were working and you had a significant amount of income. So that's the fourth question. The next question I ask is this in a tax sheltered account, or is this going to be in a regular account? That affects so many things. But if I have some money that I want to invest in, it's in a tax sheltered account, then that's going to lead me to something different than if it's just money in a regular account that I have complete freedom over, and it's easy for me to invest in a piece of real estate, or it's easy for me to invest in something else But there's also the tax consideration is if it's going to pay income, then do I want to pay taxes on that income? So that's a huge question. You know, where is that money that I'm looking to invest? In a tax sheltered account or is it in a regular account? And then the last question is probably the most important, and that is how much risk is involved in the type of investment that I'm considering, and can I get back on my feet if the worst case scenario happens? You know, can I get back on my feet? Can I get back on my plan to reach financial independence or maintain financial independence based on the history of this particular type of investment?